Hello and welcome to the Kashmir Notebook, a special Frontline broadcast with Gowhar Geelani. This is our 17th episode. As you know, that we have been interviewing politicians, novelists, economists, international relations experts, and today we are going to interview Mr. Bilal Gani Lone. He was part of the Hurriyat Conference and now he's contemplating joining the Unionist camp. Welcome to the show, Mr. Bilal Gani Lone.
Thank you.
Mr. Lone, first we want to understand from you that when you joined politics, it was a sad event, the assassination of your father, Mr. Abdullah Gani Lone, and you joined in the early 2000s, you joined the politics. What is the difference between then and now?
The world is not static, You have to change. You have to move with times. So, the difference between then and now is that at that time, there was a different atmosphere, there was a different system in place. And I think after 5th August 2019, in fact, to make it clear, the decade already begun. The tearing down of the whole system, wherein the Kashmiris were, as a society, a part of that, as a society, they were following that system. So tearing plus changed atmosphere, plus changed security scenario. I think that is the biggest difference.
So you're saying conflict fatigue, you're saying changing geopolitical relations and also regional politics and the security situation. These are the three factors.
We're a part of the globe. The globe is bigger than us. We're not bigger than the globe. So we have to understand lots of things. Even if you may wish away to say lots of things are not there, but the reality is there. And one has to get aligned to those realities which you face in a day-to-day, process.
Before coming to other questions, which are main questions, I want to first understand from you that are you finally joining the Unionist camp? Are you joining the politics like the National Conference or the PDP or other, even your brother is part of the People's Conference?
See, I don't know what you mean with the Unionists and the others. Mm-hmm. Politics is politics. Now this is terminology.
True.
Right. So we were in active politics. I was in active politics since 2002. So maybe that was a passive phase. Mm-hmm. So, somewhere I want to understand that how can we mitigate the sufferings of the people, number one, and number two, dignity of the people. Self-respect.
You recently went to your own native place, I remember, and you addressed a group of people there who are part of your society, and you have grown up in that region, North Kashmir. So, what was the sense that you got from? What do they want from you?
That's what I was trying to tell you. It's not that I want to do it alone on my own. There are lots of pulls and pressures from the ground also. I'm not saying that I can do the maximum, but I have a bit of experience. I would not say that I'm that experienced, but yeah, I have been learning for this last 2002 to 26.
Last 25 years.
Yeah, 24 years, learning things. So what I listen from them and what I want from myself. I'm not in that race to dislodge anybody. I'm just trying to tell my people that things are changing. We need to change. If we don't change, then this will be the end of us. End of us doesn't mean that we will get annihilated. But politically, socially, we have lots of things to understand. And I think nobody can help us out. We have to help us ourselves.
Okay, I'll not ask you about your personal relationship with your brother because I have nothing to do with the personal things. But politically, he is heading the People's Conference. And I remember in one of the interviews in the Indian Express around 2018, you said that since People's Conference belonged to your late father, Abdullah Gani Lone, and you were contemplating changing the nomenclature or, seeing who among the two brothers would get the real People's Conference and who the people will accept. So if you are joining a new political theatre in Kashmir, what would be the name of your organization, or you're going to join already existing unionist groups?
As on date, I'm raw. I'm a virgin.
Okay.
You got my point. So there is no question of dislodging. I wish the People's Conference the best of luck. For me, People's Conference
Led by your brother.
Yeah, everybody has a right to. I'm not going to. I'm not going to stake a claim to get that thing. It's his. He let him go and do what he wants to do with it. I am not, and I wish him the best of luck. Again, I am telling you. For me, my politics revolves around my late father's ideology. So he was the soul behind everything. The soul is gone. So what my aim is, try to retrieve something which the soul had left for us. So my simple submission, there should be no threat to anybody. I'm a small individual with a small group of people. We're trying to make people understand the day-to-day issue, the day-to-day problems, and above all, dignity. I don't know whether I can,
Live up to the
live up to the expectations. But one thing is for sure, that I owe something to my people. So I need to go back to them.
So if we talk about your own place, North Kashmir, it has a unique distinction in a sense that it is close to the line of control.
Yeah.
It has Pakistan on one side, and it has seen a lot of bloodshed also in all these years, like other parts of Kashmir as well. So politically, if we electorally speaking, there is your brother in Handwara. Then there is Engineer Rashid in neighboring Langate, not far from Handwara. Then there is traditional vote bank of the National Conference. They have about 10, 11 assembly segments in the entire northern belt. So if you are going to jump into the electoral fray and you're fighting elections, would you concentrate only on North Kashmir, or it will be pan-Kashmir, pan-Jammu and Kashmir?
See, I'm not that big that I'm going for a pan-Kashmir thing. Let me first start from my village,
Okay.
from my mohalla. All other players are established, right? My aim is a bit different. I think time will tell whether I'll be able to make a difference somewhere on the ground or not. People have to be told what is their haq and what is murad. So there's a confusion somewhere. The problem is that there's a political mafia at the top, and the voter who votes for them, he's only at the doorsteps. He loses his self-esteem, he loses his dignity. And the poor man does not know where to go. Funds pour in from the center. The all respected MLAs, they take it as a personal, kitty. As if, I don't think that the funds are meant for political parties. I think they are meant for the people. That's why I said that there has to be a difference between a murad and a haq. Somewhere what I want to emphasize is that my father belonged to a very poor peasant family. So he rose from this downstairs till up at scratch. So everybody is basking on his deeds, what he has left. But I just don't want to exploit his name in this politics. Somebody who has died, we should not try to exploit him. But one thing we should do is that we should try to understand what he meant and try to follow that system. That's all.
And let's come to the harder questions now.
Yeah, please.
You were part of the All Parties Hurriyat Conference, and everybody knows that All Parties Hurriyat Conference believed in tripartite negotiations to resolve Kashmir, either through dialogue with Delhi and Islamabad, or through the resolutions in the United Nations. And you were part of a moderate faction of the Hurriyat Conference. There was another faction which was considered, the one led by Sayyid Ali Shah Gilani. So whenever Kashmir used to freeze, or Kashmir used to, the streets would be deserted when Hurriyat would give calls for strike, or their programs, shutdown programs, and people would come out on roads on your call. I mean, not personally you, but as a Hurriyat, as a platform. So now there is no Hurriyat as on date. We don't see the active politics of Hurriyat because most of them are in jails. So how would you convince people that you first brought them on streets demanding their political aspirations, and now change it to electoral politics? Do you see a dichotomy there, some contradiction there?
There's no contradiction. There's no dichotomy. What I'm saying today, I used to say it in those days also. But at that time, I was in a minority. But as we belong to a broader forum, we used to be, we used to just follow what came out in that
As a consensus.
As a consensus. So I'm not bigger than the, I was not bigger than the consensus. So things followed. As long as you said that they don't have what dichotomy. What is dichotomy? I think we need to rephrase words now.
Mm-hmm.
The whole nation is on the verge of extinction. So these words, unionists, dichotomy, blah, 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 UN resolutions, if somebody wants to get them, who is stopping them?
Okay, I'll come to your interview again with the Indian Express. It's dated November 2018. And you said in that interview that you will permanently, I'm quoting you, permanently stay in pro-freedom politics because that is the right path, quote unquote, and the true legacy of your late father, Bilal Gani Lone. This
Yeah.
is unquote.
Bilkul.
So this is what
No, that's sort of, things have changed.
things have changed.
Yeah, things have changed, so I have to change.
So what? Again, I will come to that question. That once you went before your people, what was the sense that you got? What do you want? What do they want from you?
To be honest with you, I have not promised them anything, neither they have asked from me. I feel delighted at times that I have nothing to offer them, but still they come to listen to me. So I think that we need to have a broader consensus between them and me. Try to go in for local heroes. There are lots of local heroes in the villages, lots of local heroes in the mohallas, but they have been overshadowed by the political mafia, elite and the political mafia. Let them take charge.
So we saw a massive protests in Delhi at Jantar Mantar.
Yeah.
Gen Z came out because of the paper leaks and other problems in education sector. So do you have any vision or path for Kashmir's generation? Because you often talk about the young people, this generation. So what is Bilal Gani Lone's vision for Kashmir's young generation?
The new generation has to understand that they have to themselves come out and think about their future. Let them forget this thing that somebody from outside will come and bail them out. This is our problem. We have to come out and solve this problem. I don't mean that Gen Z will move unbridled. They should take into confidence others into them. And me as an individual, I will be there to support them always. That is my very clear objective. It's not that I'm going to thrust myself upon them. And in the broader perspective, I will tell them my point of view. If their point of view is taken, very good. If it is not taken away, I don't have any desperation to go back. Let me go and sit and enjoy.
You are known for candid conversations. You
Yeah.
often talk very frankly. In some of your recent interviews, you also said that this generation of Kashmir needs to be told truth.
Yeah.
But when it comes to a complex problem like Kashmir, there are multiple shades of truth, and there are lots of complexities also, and there are many shades of truth. And people say that often Kashmir is a case of versions. There are versions. There's version A, version B. So what kind of truth do you want to tell the people of Kashmir, especially the young generation?
The first truth which I tell them is that let us have the capacity to say no to somebody with respect. And then don't lie. If you stop lying, I think lots of things will move straight. We have a problem, we have a complex problem. We get intermingled with every school of thought. We as a nation. See, this is a society. You can't import people from outside. So if I am doing something different, then the whole society which you were talking about, post 2005, post 5 August 2019, everybody was riding a single bus. Things changed, then everybody changed buses. So this is the system of our society. I am a part of this society. You are a part of this society. So things are visible to everybody. So we as a society, we should know our limitations, try to talk within our own limitations. We should not try to be so big that we talk about, you just earlier said that geopolitical sphere, that doesn't fit for us. We're not that big. We have been given.
So you're saying if the facts on the ground have changed, the strategies have to be.
They have to change.
You also use an interesting phrase, which is that when you were in the Hurriyat, there were many occasions that there were lost opportunities, quote unquote. What do you mean by that?
We missed some opportunities. There was nothing that Vajpayee Sahab or Manmohan Singh Sahab would give you azadi. But I think the Kashmiris would have got a graceful exit. But due to the pressure of the extremist elements within the Hurriyat, and then the street power which was on the road, we missed those opportunities.
Can you quote some examples? When was it? Was it 2008?
Manmohan Singh Saab told us to come with a white paper. We failed. We did not go there.
You did not submit the paper.
We did not submit. We never submitted it.
There were working committee groups.
He said that you come with something and we'll talk. Then we met Chidambaram Saab. He also said that have some dots. But I remember he said, write whatever you want to write. Don't take left and right dictations, whatever. And then Vajpayee Saab we met. He was never going to give us azadi, but he said that इंसानियत के दायरे में बात करेंगे.
Within the ambits of humanity.
Humanity. Exact word. I was sitting here and he was there. He said that इंसानियत के दायरे में बात करेंगे, अच्छा फैसला होगा. So then we met Advani.
Yeah, he was the deputy
At
prime
that time,
minister.
he was deputy prime minister and the home minister. To be honest with you, he also was of the opinion that they had election at that time. He said, you prepare a roadmap, we come back, something good will come out.
So you're saying that Hurriyat leaders did not work on those things?
I am not blaming anybody.
No, it's not. We're not talking about individuals. We're talking about as an institution.
What I'm talking about is the policy where we faltered. I am not in the habit of blaming anybody. If something failed there, I also was a part of that thing. So we also failed. So what I'm trying to say is that we could not have got Azadi. We could not, but definitely this Kashmiri psyche would have got a boost. We would have come out of this thing. There would have been a graceful exit.
There was Mr. Devi Gowda's, when he came to Kashmir around 96, 97. And then there was a famous phrase by Mr. Narasimha Rao when he said, sky is the limit. And then you quoted Vajpayee's, Insaniyat ke daire mein baat hogi, that we'll talk under the ambits of humanism. And then Manmohan Singh's working groups. Yeah. And there were interlocutors like Radha Kumar, Dilip Padgaonkar, and other people. Third interlocutor was there. So you're saying that the Hurriyat leaders or the Hurriyat as a platform failed to come up with a roadmap or any, as you say, connecting the dots or bringing some concrete roadmap for the path ahead.
See, to be honest with you, without being, without attacking anybody or without telling anybody, see, the political system in which we are not the masters ourselves. So it was doomed to fail.
What do you mean by silly aggression? Because you also use this phrase, like the lost opportunities, you also use silly aggression.
I use silly aggression?
In recent interviews.
Hurriyat never acted as a political entity, to be honest with you. Mushrooming of political parties in the Hurriyat was there.
There were 23 constituents.
But on the ground, there was nothing. They used to go with the sentiments of the people on the ground. So those 23 parties were there. Out of those 23 parties, you have 16, 17 who acted as a pressure on the liberal and the moderate voices. Then the extremists used to exert pressure on the moderates, vis-a-vis blah, 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 blah.
So you are saying Hurriyat was a byproduct of the sentiment on the ground, not the other way around. That Hurriyat was because of people were saying something.
Do you know, doing mainstream politics is more tougher than the other thing, because in mainstream politics, people have to deliver. In our blend of politics, there's nothing to deliver. You have to just
carry on with
the sentiment, and that's what happened. And then, to be honest with you, if we would have been so politically correct, we could have encashed the sentiment. But we failed. You see, we have lost 100,000 people.
Your brother has given a document which is called the Achievable Nationhood. There are other documents like, PDP talks about self-rule or self-governance, joint mechanism, or National Conference has a document in 99, 2000. They came up with an autonomy report from the assembly. So what is Bilal Lone's vision for Kashmir?
Nothing. These documents wish them the best of luck. And if anybody can get anything, I'll be the first person to submit myself before them. Simple funda hai. Kashmiris have to come up to the expectations get out of this muck on their own. Nobody is going to save them. We have to save our own selves. Documents, other things. See, I told you earlier, we need to understand how big we are. And we need to talk like that, how big we are. See what happened after 5th August 2019. Everybody knows it. From a state to a UT. And when you go to the past, we lost 100,000 people. Right? It's not that only...
In 36 years.
Yeah, in 36 years.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why, because there are so many things, because there is a country there, Pakistan has a part of Kashmir with it, which they call Azad Jammu and Kashmir, and India calls it Pakistan occupied Kashmir, and the other way around, they have a different terminology. So that's why, whether a Kashmiri likes it or not, there is geopolitics linked to Kashmir, because there is China. When Ladakh was also made a union territory or federally administered territory, Ladakh was the first one to issue a statement. So we may not like it, but this is a very strategic place located geopolitically. It is located at a place where there are powers. There are 3 nuclear powers surrounding.
That's an unfortunate.
But that's why. And what would you also tell to the people who you would say go for shutdown? There would be shutdown calls for months together, like chalo, Lal Chowk chalo, udhar chalo, idhar chalo. Even in 2016 or 2008, 10, as you yourself said, that 100,000 people have been killed. 2008 protests we witnessed, 9, 10, 16. So what will be the message to those people who have lost their people in this, in these last 36 years?
We have also lost somebody from our family.
You lost your father,
right?
Yeah. Mirwais lost his father.
Mirwais Sahab lost his father. Mirwais Sahab lost his uncle. Qazi Nisar Sahab, lots of people.
Ordinary Kashmiris also.
And then there is that group of Kashmiris who are not privileged to be known. Right? The sad part of this.
Some stories are not told.
Majority of the stories are not told. That's the reality of this thing. So we have to move ahead. If we have lost 100,000, we should stop at 100,000. These 100,000 families will tell you what happened to them. So it should become an eye-opener for new people who should know that nothing comes out of people getting buried in the graves. And then above all, I am of this point of view that if somebody wants to go in for extremist policy and jihad,
they are free to
I
go.
can't stop them, let them go and do it. But there has to be a difference. You can't sit in a dingy room and do extremism from the laptops of Apple or keyboard politics, and when you see their children, they're somewhere else. The Kashmiri, average Kashmiri, the poor Kashmiri, I think they account to something 60 to 70% people who have to come out daily
and earn their livelihood.
5 to 10 business elites of this place are getting richer, richer and richer. Policies are made according to their wishes. Right? I'm not against those business families. But where will this average Kashmiri go?
So, couple of last questions. One is, how do you assess the performance of the Omar Abdullah-led government, given the fact that it's a hybrid model of governance? He does not have many powers. As you said, Kashmir is no longer a state. It is now a federally administered territory. It has no flag. It has no constitution. It has lost special status. It has lost autonomy. So how do you assess his performance given the mandate that he has?
The people of Kashmir gave Omar Abdullah Sahab a mandate, anti-BJP mandate, which the National Conference exploited in the name of getting back 370 and 35A. So mandate was for that. I think he should answer it better whether he is able to cope up with that mandate or not. But at the ground level, when you see the average Kashmiri is troubled, nobody listens to him. So it's a question of the privileged. If you're a privileged guy, you move ahead.
So people are disappointed, disillusioned?
This is what I could feel on the ground.
That's because you meet people. That's why I'm asking.
I meet people. There's a lot of disconnect. And Gowhar, I just need to emphasize to you that I'm not here to grab this chair at any cost. I'm just trying to, within my own limitations,
make small difference.
Make small contributions. Make small awakenings to our people. Tell them this is A and this is Z. Let them understand it.
And take
if
their
they
decision.
Take it, good. If they don't take it, wish them best of luck.
So one last question. Recently there was a controversy with Mehbooba Mufti when there was a slip of tongue, and she said it was a slip of tongue, and there was a lot of politics around it. And she had earlier also used some remarks, that milk and toffee thing. But you were the one who actually came in her support. So there are a lot of speculations that you have some sympathy for the People's Democratic Party. Are you joining PDP, or are you just going Bilal Lone's way?
See,
This is a very important question.
I will tell you,
A lot of people want to know.
this milk and toffee,
That is a 2016.
yeah, everybody has. Now, see, this is a very strange thing. In these, you will see post 2019. One thing you will see, there are lots of administrative changes, lots of political changes, lots of religious interventions from the people at the helm of affairs. But there is less of killings. What I meant to support Madam Mehbooba Mufti was that if she has talked something else, or there was slip of tongue,
Unintentional.
unintentional, to me it looked I don't think somebody is so naive that you go and talk something intentional. The way that lady was battered, if they would have battered her on genuine things, I would not ever have a problem. But it's only politics.
Okay, you were saying it was too
So
personal.
my conscience told me that there's a lady, tomorrow it can be my daughter, it can be somebody else's. So I think we need to stop somewhere.
Okay. So before we end this program, is there anybody else from your family who is going to join politics?
Choice is open for them. I have 2 girls. I have a son. If anybody wishes, why not?
Thank you for watching this episode of the Kashmir Notebook. We hope you like this program. Please send us your feedback and tell us how to further improve this program. Thank you for watching.